What's up guys, it's Shrek, and next to the Perseus, and aside from the Dart Zone Pro which blows all of it out of the water, this was my most anticipated blaster of 2019, at least leading up into the holiday season, because I think this is a fantastic evolution to the Zombie Strike line. So our first electronic Zombie Strike blaster delivers some really cool features. First off, you're not paying extra for the batteries. If you bought yours online like I bought mine, these are showing up at retail, but I bought mine off Amazon.com. I'll have a referral link if you want to support the channel and pick one up your own self, but it was on a crazy sale. I got mine for 30 bucks during a Prime Deal Day sort of thing, but this is a sweet blaster. It's essentially a Strife reshell or reskin in that it is a semi-auto magazine-fed powered blaster. And I never thought Zombie Strike would delve into that DNA, but they did, and they did it with style. So the coolest thing about buying it online is that you actually get fully charged batteries ready to go for this Try Me feature. So if you see it on the shelf, it's going to do this. When you rev it up, it's got a couple of different rev sequences, including the logo, the spark plugs, this sort of charging cycle here going all of the noises I think are on point. I think that they're very cool. And then you've got the firing sequence, which is lighting up this top area. All of that's translucent with the exception of the LEDs, and I think that this thing is ripe and ready for pack-a-punching. Now, like I said, I think that the price is very fair. I would have paid $45 for this happily, but getting it for $30 just felt like awesome value. Now, like I said, comes with batteries, so you don't have to drop an extra $6-7 bucks on those, and an 18 dart magazine. Nerf is still incorrectly referring to this on their packaging as an 18 dart clip. It's not, it's a magazine. I like to say clipazine because I want to be fair to everybody. But the most important thing on the back here is we've got the zombies coming in some sort of weird hamster wheel contraption. We've got the kids over here kind of partying, and I want to find the Easter egg on the box. The kids are supposed to have pizza somewhere on the back here, and I'm not seeing it. Where are the kids' pizza? Oh, there it is. The zombies have the pizza. Oh no, if the zombies have the pizza, truly the tide is being turned. So that's it for the packaging. Let's bust it out and see how it performs. We get our CRKT karambit here to do a lot of that work for us. Get in here. Oh, it's so nice having a sharp unboxing knife again. Hey-oh. All right, and then in here we have the magazine. Instructions we're never going to read, and the darts. Last gripe, if you're going to keep recommending on all of your packaging to use only official Nerf darts, it would be nice if you guys included more than just the bare minimum. If you'd like better darts for less money, I'll have an Amazon link down below as well to some of those. There's just a lot of different options out there that'll fire through elite style blasters these days. I know why they're trying to do it. I still really enjoyed their Wendy's-esque Instagram ad of putting better darts in the garbage can. But I wish that they would take it back to like old school elite Nerf double your darts packages. Remember when you gave us twice as many darts, Hasbro? Those were the good old days. So let's finish loading up this 18 rounder, and now's as good a time as any to point out that with the return of the Stampede for the Icon line, you can get 18 rounders pretty cheap. Not as many as you could get with the original Stampede, but this is overall one of the nicest kind of Zombie Strike deco magazines. It's clean, it's flat, it'll still fit into any sort of rig or tactical gear that you have. It would be very easy to mix this in. It's a little bit thicker than a normal style magazine, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's got the rubber bumpers, it's got this sort of cool sheet metal deco. Let's go ahead, let's take the blaster, let's talk about its ergonomics. So built-in foregrip right here, feels good. Stock a little short, but ultimately not that bad. The only downside, the only gripe I have is this carry handle feels out of place. Now, some people really like that sort of stuff, and honestly, this one's not bad. It's holding up very well. It's got good torsion on it. I think that it's fine. I'll get over it. I'll put some sort of optic on it, and it's nice that that is an option that you have. Built-in in-strike rail up top, built-in in-strike rail down here for a light, so laser, light, and then actually an in-strike barrel attachment, which is also just heckin' sweet. Guys, I wish that Elite Blasters still got Elite stylings, and I wish that this had an in-strike style stock attachment point right here. instead of this built-in thing, but the deco on this blaster is phenomenal. So here we have a breadboard, circuit board sort of thing exposed on the side, which is obviously playing into all the lights and sounds. The only thing that'd be sexier than this molding on the shell is if it mirrors the actual circuit board inside, which would not be located here. It's probably going to be somewhere over here or somewhere down here. This is obviously where the batteries go, which excellent design choice. Means that the weight is right where your foregrip is and feels really good right there. Then you've got the lights on both sides, which is nice. The lights show through. This is definitely the label to camera side, and that's another downside to like the aesthetics, is that for an extra 50 cents, Hasbro could have painted both sides and it would have looked awesome. We're gonna fix that with our modification guide. No muss, no fuss, no problems. You get the light up logo up here, which is just phenomenal, and you've got these spark plugs on here. Again, I would have loved to see these 4 spark plugs, even if it meant taking them down to 2, mirrored on both sides. Not everybody's right-handed, but in a right-handed world, at least it's on the right side where it looks good from here. Obviously, the top rail for the lights up there are labeled to camera no matter which way you're going because they're on top. Then you even have a little jam door in here to kind of take a peek at those Striphoid internals inside. Then you've got a panel on the back that just says, Nerf, no zombies. I don't understand. Is that a code? Like, are there no zombies on the radar? What's the deal there? We can do better than that, and we will in the modification guide as well. The styling of like this being actual rebar, like a 1-to-1 mold for that, and then this being like a bandsaw blade, and this being a bottle opener, like just really great mold work on this, guys. Can't wait to put it over a chronograph. But before we take it over and put it over a chronograph, because we already know from hanging out with our buddy Jared Gwines that this is going to get elite style performance, I gotta show you the coolest feature to it that I don't think anybody's properly or adequately showed off yet. And that is that the light work in this blaster is actually like superior to I think anything Hasbro's done from a prop production perspective before. So alliteration aside, let's take a look at this bad boy in the dark. All right, so sounds irrelevant. Check that out. So this is our brrr, that's cool, and then we've got the light up logo, and so that's pretty cool. And then there's also a second sequence. It alternates between different rev sequences, where now that we've done the charging of this almost capacitor thing back here, we get these spark plugs lighting up and going all the way and pulsing and lighting up this entire area, and I think that that's sweet too. The light up Nerf logo is a nice touch, but then of course, I want to show you, this is what it'll look like playing HVZ in the dark with the light up conduit piping up here. Pow, 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 pow. Ah, so cool. And then the neatest thing about that is that you ever run out of darts, which you will because Nerf darts have a habit of getting lost, and Hasbro only deigned to give you 18 of them. So while you're waiting on that sweet Amazon delivery, you can use it as like a prop blaster. It still revs. It still gives you, oh man, without a magazine in it, it won't give you the firing demo. However, that's not a big deal. You can put an empty magazine in it and still get all of the pew-pews for your Star Wars reenactments. So let's take it outside. I think it's got amazing ergonomics. It's a really good Strife reskin. It's got great zombie Strife flavor to it. Let's take it outside and put it over a chronograph. So for consistency and honesty's sake, I figured we'd put a few over the chronograph, not in the Texas Sun, see if our numbers are similar. Jared actually uses the same chronograph that I do because, you know, somebody had to show him the ropes. But let's put a few over, then let's put a few downrange, and we'll give you our final thoughts on this blaster. 67, duplicate, duplicate, 63, 71, 72, 71, 70. So error. I feel pretty good saying those are elite style Strife performances. The cage geometry is unique to the Revoltinator, so it's going to take us a second to go ahead and design up some sort of high crush system for this. I might even ask somebody to design one up really quick for me that takes advantage of Howler wheels, because I have, I think, 6 extra Howler wheels that currently aren't in Nix cages. Gotta throw that Nix plug in, ABP, always be plug-in. We did just restock both Foam Blast and Out of Darts with Nix cages. If you're looking for the absolute finest in electronic slinging that our hobby has to offer at the HVZ sort of threshold and levels, those are available for a while they should be available, because we just did a full production run on them again. So anyway, I would love to get an X-Cage into this bad boy, but I don't think it's happening with its funky geometry. The Strife does reign supreme. However, firing a few down range, pretend there's zombies behind this tree. And that performance seems lackluster to a modder, but is definitely what we've come to expect in terms of the industry standard for basic flywheel blasters. Overall, amazing shell molding, good ergonomics, and excellent primary class blaster from the Zombie Strike line, taking a lot of those gimmicks and lowering the gimmicks, really upping on the things that we care about in terms of our electronic blasters, giving us a serious magazine, which, while still Zombie Strike flavored, is of an ideal and optimal capacity and size profile. So overall, huge win. Well done on this one, Hasbro. If you can pick one up on sale on Amazon, highly recommend it. I wish I could give everybody the deal that I got, but I had to wait to get mine in to talk about the deal. And then, I mean, even at $45, I think that this one is a really, really strong pickup. I enjoy it very much and can't wait to get it under the knife on Twitch, twitch.tv/VampireDrac, and performance upgrade it to the 9s. I do think it's really interesting. I keep noticing fun little things in here. These are 9 volts done up in series, not parallel. And then over here, we've got what appear to be AAA batteries just wrapped in wire, which is not how electricity works necessarily, but just a really, really cool chop shop ergonomics that maintains a very narrow shell profile despite all of that deco. Looks good and delivers the hits. So I think this one's a win. This is definitely gets the old Lord Drac seal of approval. As always, guys, much love, Nerf on Drac out.